Getty Images. The U.S. economy continued roaring back like a Mack truck last month, with employers adding 223,000 jobs, helping lower the unemployment rate to an 18-year low of 3.8%. Average hourly pay rose 2.7% from a year earlier, a slightly faster annual pace than in April, the Labor Department reported Friday. But pay growth remained below levels that are typical when the unemployment rate is this low. Still, the report showed that the nearly 9-year-old economic expansion that followed the Great Recession, the second longest recovery on record, remained on track. Employers even appeared to shrug off concerns about global trade disputes and the looming possibility of an all-out trade war fueled by President Trump's imposition of tariffs on friends and foes alike. Trump himself let loose a gleeful tweet about the positive report. Record jobs day. 223,000 jobs added. Unemployment is 3.8%, the lowest in 50 years. Black and Asian unemployment hit historic new lows. Adult men and women, and teenagers, are at lowest since 2000. Hourly earnings are up. Tax cuts are working. America is winning big under President Trump, he wrote. The unemployment rate was 3.9% in April. Analysts agreed the report was more good news for the economy and the White House. The jobs report was strong. More than 200,000 net new jobs is a positive. Wage growth was respectable too. We expect wages will grow more than 3% in the coming months. Jack Ablin, chief investment officer for the Chicago-based wealth management firm Crescent, told the Post. Chris Repke, chief financial economist at Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, added, May jobs report was good all over and definitely something for the president to crow about. Trump's enthusiastic embrace of labor's numbers was in stark contrast to his disparaging remarks on the campaign trail, when he called the department's unemployment numbers one of the biggest hoaxes in modern politics. Trump had said the fix was in because the department wanted Americans to believe that the economy was expanding under President Barack Obama. About an hour before the data was released Friday, Trump hinted on Twitter that a strong jobs report was coming. The president is normally briefed on the monthly jobs report the day before it is publicly released, and he and other administration officials generally don't comment on it beforehand. But Larry Kudlow, the president's top economic advisor, defended Trump's tweet in an interview on CNBC, saying that it followed law and custom. I don't think he gave anything away, incidentally, Kudlow said. Friday's report showed that hiring in the U.S. is benefiting a wider range of Americans. The unemployment rate for high school graduates was 3.9%, a 17-year low. For blacks, it hit a record low of 5.9%. Investors applauded the report, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average rising 219 points. The healthy jobs data makes it more likely that the Federal Reserve will keep raising interest rates this year, at least twice more and possibly 3 more times, after having increased its key rate in March. With a jobless rate so low, employers have complained for months about the difficulty of finding workers to fill jobs. Companies are also hiring the long-term unemployed, those who have been out of work for 6 months or longer, with their ranks falling by nearly 1/3 in the past year. The job gains in May were broad-based. Professional and business services, which includes higher-paying fields such as accounting and engineering, added 31,000 jobs. Healthcare, a consistent job engine for the entire recovery, gained nearly 32,000. Manufacturing, which is benefiting from increased business investment in machinery and other equipment, added 18,000 jobs, and construction 25,000. Consumers have started to spend more freely, after having pulled back in the January to March quarter. That gain could reflect in part the effect of the Trump administration's tax cuts, which might be encouraging more Americans to step up spending. Additional reporting by Kevin Duggan with Wire Services.